back to Fox Sports West 2, your region of Fox Sports Net, and our coverage in the ARCO AM/PM High School Game of the Week. It's the Division 9 semifinal. Mira Costa and Redondo, two schools that have never met in the playoffs, and they're just 2 miles apart. They play in the same league. Mira Costa won the regular season matchup 31-20, but that game wasn't decided until late in the third quarter. Mira Costa now on a 41-yard interception return for a touchdown by Mike Enos, on top 18-6. Ryan Suska ready to kick off again. He's had a busy night. A squibber down the middle, picked up by one of the up men. Return short way, Enrique Corral for Redondo out to the 37-yard line. Well, we've been trying to pick up the big block on the interception return, and if you're at home, maybe you can help us out with this one. Here comes Enos down the sideline, and you tell us with a number on that big guy coming in.
That looks just like a freight train. It's just an outstanding block. Exactly what you want to do after any interception. A great block that springs Enos for the touchdown. A big momentum swing. And Jim, as we talked about at the top, turnovers always so big in this one. Redondo with 2. Mira Costa has yet to commit a turnover.
Well, we want to make sure credit is passed out, so we have Brian Mitchell on it. He's going to do a little Columbo on the sideline, see if he can figure it out for us. Dennis Jones, a short gain across the 40 to the 41. And now, JJ, we have to find out exactly what Redondo's made of, because we have to see if they can answer back. This is a team that beat them. Mira Costa went undefeated in league, and in Redondo's heads, they're still a better football team. They have to get over what's happened right now, put it out of their minds, so they got to play some football and move it.
Exactly. That's going to be the difficult task for Gene Simon, is to get his team back focused, but it's not time to hit the panic button. Remember, we are only in the first half, and the way that this thing has gone, a lot of things can happen, especially with these conditions.
Blue is the wide man. Reno is in the slot. Carl Watson, the fullback, and they go to Jones, the tailback. Jones. He's met early. Ryan Vasquez got it in the backfield for Mira Costa. Maybe a yard. It's going to be third down and 6 now for Redondo, and maybe the first obvious passing situation of the night for the Seahawks.
Right, and right now, Redondo's just having a hard time moving the big defensive front for Mira Costa off the line. Jason Hove anchors that middle for them. He had 76 tackles on the year, which ranks first on the team, which is amazing for a nose guard to lead your team in tackles.
JJ, I have word from the sideline. Brian Mitchell dug it up for us. It was, who else? Joe Esparza with the big block. He had it on the punt return earlier, remember. So he has 2 huge pancakes on wild plays. And really, that block was just devastating and sprung Enos the rest of the way on that 41-yard gallop for touchdown. Gene Simon comes out for Redondo now to talk to his guys. We'll take a timeout. 3:01 to play in the first half, and Redondo trying to answer back. They trail 18-6. We come back to Murdoch Stadium on campus at El Camino.
Are you ready to go a step beyond the competition? Then you need former Seattle Seahawk and Stanford University football coach Jim Walsh's A Step Beyond Training Systems. The STEP system is guaranteed to increase your overall speed, decrease muscle-related injuries, give you a nutritional edge, and answer all of your recruiting questions. Order now and receive the complete STEP system, the speed training video, recruiting guide, and 30-day supply of ZMA. The product of choice, 2-time Super Bowl champ Bill Romanowski. All this for the price of $59.95. Call 1-800-365-9497.
The stars, the stories, we get it. You got it. All your sports, inside and out. Weeknights on Fox Sports News Primetime.
Monday morning on the Carl's Jr. Big Show, among our guests, former UCLA quarterback Matt Stevens, and the biggest name in radio today, Lee Hamilton.
Also, the guy that plays Conan. Steve Lavin from UCLA on the Big Show.
Welcome back to the ARCO AM/PM Game of the Week on Fox Sports West 2. The Umbrellas are out at Murdoch Stadium on campus at El Camino Community College, the Division 9 semifinal. Jim Watson, John Jackson, and out braving the elements, Brian Mitchell in the muck on the sideline. And it's third down and 6 for Redondo at the 42-yard line. They trail by 12. Dora back to throw, goes down the sideline, throws it high for Zamarripa, and it's knocked away. And Enos thinks he should have had another one, but instead a flag comes flying in, and Enos wanted the pickoff again, but I think they're going to whistle Justin Jackson.
Right, it looked like he came in just a little bit early, and that's going to draw a pass interference call, which would give them an automatic first down.
Interference against Mira Costa. And we talked about some of the breaks that Redondo would need to get back into this game. They got one on a kickoff earlier, didn't make the most of it, got it back on a turnover, and scored after that. Another big break.
Well, Durham lost that ball, and wow, that's why we heard a lot of boos from the Mira Costa sideline, and fans, obviously. That time it looked like both players playing the ball. Actually, not a bad defensive play. Very questionable pass interference, but I'm sure Redondo is not going to question it at this point.
I'm surprised you as the former receiver.
Yeah, I got to, you know.
Backing up the D-back.
I call it how I see it now.
Zamarripa, the first guy through. Justin Jackson was the first man to meet him inside the 40 down to the 37-yard line for Redondo.
You know, that's the one thing that Mira Costa has done well that Redondo hasn't. They've used both backs effectively. Redondo needs to get more into that mode to get more of a balanced attack, since they are constricted to run the ball predominantly most of the night. You have to mix it up, and that's by giving it to both backs and being a little more creative with the run offense.
2nd down and 5. Durham going to go to the air, throws wide. He tries to hit Reno. Is behind Chris, no chance. 3rd down and 5. 2:20 to play in the half.
Jim, I can't help but question that call. That time they go 2nd and 5 and they go to the air. You know, the ball lies right now at the 37-yard line. You're already down by 12 by 2 touchdowns. You know, in this situation, I think you're in 4-down territory. I'm surprised they just didn't go right back to the run and basically have 3 downs to make 5 yards.
All right, what do you do now on 3rd and 5? You have Reno and Blue wide. Zamarripa and Jones in the back. Do they keep it on the ground?
I got to keep it on the ground.
See if they go to Jones, the tailback. Nope, they go to Zamarripa, the up man. He steps through a couple of tacklers inside the 30, and that's a 1st down. Redondo making some noise across the way. The clock continues to run now. It stops at 2:12 as they move the chains.
And that's the balanced offense that we're talking about. Since they are constricted to running the ball predominantly most of the night, you have to give it to both backs. This time Zamarripa does a nice job of finding the hole, weaving his way down inside the 30-yard line.
Good block up front, Brandon Ponticelli for Redondo. Nice pull block there, 8 yards on the carry for Zamarripa. 1st down. Ball just inside the 30 now. They go to Jones, off tackle left. Good pursuit, good help. Nice swarming defense, Mira Costa. Stops the ball and starts the clock. 146, 145.
You know, Jones is more of a slashing type of running back. Not tremendous speed, not great speed, but Jim, on a night like tonight, nobody has great speed in this kind of weather. I think they got to try to start going out wide. I saw your speed before.
Did you see me getting out of the rain? I was a blur. 126 now. Mira Costa on top, 18-6, and Redondo would love to stuff one in the end zone right now. It would be a whole different game. The quick throw on the outside. Sidney Blue, almost to a knee, makes the catch. A good play a couple of different ways, JJ. He made sure he made the catch, and then he kept his knee off the turf.
Yeah, Blue did do a good job that time. As you mentioned, it made a nice, sure catch. Make sure he picks up the yards. That's what they need at this point, positive yards. And I like this play calling by Redondo. If you're going to throw the ball, go to a nice, conservative passing game, nice, easy pitch and catch for the quarterback and the wide receiver.
Got a timeout with a minute 8. They picked up 5 on that last play, so it brings up another 3rd down and 5 situation for Redondo. Now the clock is starting to become obviously a factor in your play calling, because you can't burn too many more timeouts here. You need to move the ball down the field. If you're thinking about a field goal, forget about it, because it's mud from the goal line out to midfield. You can see that Troy Durham talking to Gene Simon on the sideline. He'll come out and talk to the other 10. Let's take a look at what's coming up at the break here at Murdoch Stadium on our Fox Game of the Week. Take a look at Carson Palmer, the very talented quarterback for Santa Margarita. Jim Hardigan and the Eagles still alive. They're in the semifinals. A lot of people thinking that Santa Margarita is going to play Tustin in that Division 5 final next week. Also, down in Orange County, Laguna Hills with not 1, not 2, but JJ 3 with Blue Chippers for Steve Bresnahan and the Hawks. And, of course, tape and numbers from the first half of this one.
What a game next week that would be with Carson Palmer versus Tustin, the aerial display versus the running attack.
Yeah, Deshaun Foster, 47 touchdowns this year for Tustin High School. Play action now. Durham slips as he throws the ball, almost intercepted. Durham never got his feet underneath him, and it showed on the throw. Good read there. Zach Floberg for Mira Costa, number 81, I think is the guy who had his hands on it.
Yeah, Floberg does a great job here of getting under the pass route. Play action fake.
Watch the back foot here. Yeah, it just slips. No
Just slips
push
out.
off.
He puts it right about behind him a little bit. Those are the things that's going to be tough to overcome with the weather conditions as they are.
Well, it's 4th down now and 5 with a minute 5 to go in the first half. Redondo needs to convert. Durham back, good protection. Now it breaks down. He steps out of the pocket for the first time. He's on the run, throws back across his body. The receiver falls down in the middle of the field. The pass falls incomplete. Scott Matthew, the intended receiver, and as he planted